Hello and welcome to Swarajya Standard. This is your host Karan Kamble. In today's episode, we are going to talk about Facebook and its plan to unveil a new digital currency, which they're calling Libra. Now, Facebook has been on a long apology tour for at least 2 years now, but it seems like eternity, after their mishandling of data took center stage. Now, I don't know if they believe they're out of the woods now or this would be a good chance to talk about a new offering, but just last month they announced their new digital currency called Libra. Now, what is Libra? How does it work? Is there wisdom in using Libra for people after Facebook's mishandling of data? For all of that, we will direct the questions to my colleague Tushar Gupta, who has written a couple of stories on the matter and he tracks technology for Swarajya. But before that, I just want to start off with one thought. Facebook, you're probably on Facebook, your friends are probably on Facebook, your family. What do you use it for? You put status updates, you probably share pictures of your vacation from last week on it. And it's a very trivial data that you put up on social media, on Facebook. And even that kind of a data was being misused by the organization. Would you then trust them to with finances? That is the important question in our discussion today. But let's get right to the basics first. Let's start with asking Tushar. Tushar, what is Libra?
Hi Karan, thank you for having me. See, Karan, Libra is basically Facebook's ambition of delivering a stable virtual money to around 1.7 billion people who do not have bank accounts across the globe.
Right.
That's what they're aiming for. A stable virtual currency.
Right.
Now, in what they have said, it's a cryptocurrency, but it's not entirely a cryptocurrency, nor entirely it's a digital wallet, but it brings the best of both the worlds together. Right? So it's a cryptocurrency where certain servers can join, which will be decided by Facebook. And it's sort of a digital wallet where you can store your money, and you can use it for making online purchases. Like Facebook has its own marketplace now, and going forward, they want to enable this payment information system for a number of platforms, online platforms.
Right. So how does this actually work? Because it was pitched as a global cryptocurrency, but it seems not to adhere to the standard, your typical characteristics of what a cryptocurrency is. So how is this working?
Okay, so see, Libra comes with 3 components. One, it is built on a secure, scalable and dependable blockchain.
Right.
2, unlike other cryptocurrencies, it is backed by a reserve of assets that give it an intrinsic value. Now, unlike your other cryptocurrencies, like for instance, blockchain, it has a value. The value of Bitcoin was decided by the market. However, the Facebook's cryptocurrency is backed by a reserve of assets that give it a stable value. That's why Facebook is calling it the stable virtual money, because even they have seen the Bitcoin going up and going down, and that does not inspire trust, especially when you're looking to cater to billions around the globe. Third, it is also governed by an independent Libra Association, which will be responsible for the entire ecosystem. So when it comes to the backing of Libra by a reserve of real assets, it's meant to inspire confidence amongst people when it comes to its usage, storage and adoption.
Facebook also said that it wants to sort of enable cross-border transactions at much cheaper rates with Libra. Do you know how they would be able to achieve this?
See, this is where Facebook is facing the biggest problem. One, what happens right now is, if you want to send money to me, let's say you're sitting in Bangalore, I'm sitting in Delhi, we can transfer money each other via Paytm or any digital wallet. However, things start to get complicated when you are transferring money from one country to another with an inter-border transfer. So Facebook wants to make this entire process very seamless. They want to cut through the fee that people have to pay for transactions that are made, abroad. And that's what they are, selling it as. One of the major selling points of Libra is going to be that you can facilitate cross-border transactions at a very minimal fee. And this way they want to ensure even better financial inclusion. They want to sort of go on a mission of international financial inclusion, if one were to put it that way.
And that's a key phrase actually, financial inclusion. I just want to be really blunt with you. what is this sudden care for the unbanked? I mean, how did this come about?
See, Karan, it's not the care of the unbanked. I'll have to take you back to 2012.
Right.
Facebook has, as a company, it has always believed in one of the two things.
Right.
Either kill the competition or buy it. They
Right.
bought Instagram in 2012. They bought WhatsApp in 2014.
Yeah.
They tried buying Snapchat in 2013, but when that didn't work out, they implemented the same features in their own platforms.
Right.
So what Facebook is doing actually, it's not caring for the unbanked essentially.
Right.
It is suddenly seeing a lot of potential in digital wallets.
Okay.
Apple has come up with its own digital wallet. Google has its own payment system.
Right.
Amazon has its own payment system, because all of these are marketplaces in one way or the other.
Right.
So Facebook wants to cash in on that opportunity, like they have done in the past. Whatever is trending, they want to be on the forefront. So this is where the inspiration for having a cryptocurrency and a digital wallet comes from.
Right. So I'll just ask you one final question. Do you think people will take to this platform? Because after the Cambridge Analytica scandal erupted, a lot of people started deleting their Facebook accounts, and obviously there's a lot of mistrust around them. Do you think people would take to Libra?
See, before people, Karan, it's important for the governments to accept Libra, for
Right.
it to be implemented. And there is another problem, that there is no, discussion on how Libra would be regulated.
Right.
For instance, can a separatist organization in Kashmir sponsor acts of terrorism elsewhere using Libra?
Right.
I mean, these are questions which remain to be
That's
answered.
an important question.
Can
yes.
someone say
Money
they-
laundering, for
can
instance.
Money laundering, it's
Yeah.
a big question.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen how ISIS has been carrying out attacks across Europe.
Right.
So will Libra actually add to that? Now, let's say even if government allows it.
Right.
Now, Facebook is focusing on 1.7 billion unbanked people. Okay.
Right.
Now, you have to understand, across the world, Facebook today has around 2.5 billion users.
Yeah.
Okay. 200 million of them, over 200 million of them come from India.
Right.
So let's talk about India first, because that's the local market. So 10% of Libra market they are assuming will come from India.
Yeah.
Now let's talk, will Indians take to something like this? Indians already have UPI.
Right.
The Bheem payment system.
Yeah.
It's very similar to how Facebook wants Libra to work. So do you have an incentive to have another account on Libra? No,
Right.
there isn't.
Right.
There
Yeah.
not much, because you can do the same things far more seamlessly using the UPI ecosystem
Exactly.
than you would do on Libra.
Yes.
Second, people do not trust Facebook. Let's be very clear
Yes.
about it. Even though Facebook has said that it will set up it will keep the social and private data separate with the creation of Calibra.
Right.
It's a regulated subsidiary
Yeah.
that should enable the services on Libra network. The line of separation between the social data, which is going to be held by Facebook, and the private financial data, which will be held by the subsidy,
Yes.
is very ambiguous. It's not defined well.
Right.
So let's say 5 years into Libra, what if Facebook decides to combine the two? And clearly, I'll tell you something more. Facebook, it's not just about, even if they go with a separate subsidiary for the financial data.
Right.
There was a report in the New York Times in December 2018 that Facebook had shared the private user data with Microsoft's Bing,
Right.
Spotify, Netflix, Yahoo, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Then there was the Cambridge Analytica scandal.
Right.
So there's just no trust. Imagine they have your social life, they have your financial life. Combine the two, what they can do with it.
Exactly.
So it's
and
very
that's
dangerous.
and that's the most significant question right now. So we need to know if people would be able to adopt this payment system. Thank you so much for joining us, Tushar, today on this episode of Swarajya Standard. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Karan.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So will people take to this system, or will the distrust continue? Will Facebook have to go on another apology tour? You never know. So that's a wrap for this episode of Swarajya Standard. Catch you on the next one.